How you doing, buddy?
Good. Good.
All
I've been
right.
busy with stuff.
Yeah, good, man. Good. I want to hear about it. So, hey, guys, welcome to the MLO Live Show sponsored by Rector.app. What's up? Kelly's in the house. Kim's in the house. What's going on, everybody? It is Thursday, TGIT. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, Devin?
Time to finish strong, baby. Time to finish strong.
Let's go. Kelly's smiling, so that's a good thing. I don't know. Like, we need to find out what's going on. What has she got up her sleeve? There we go. What's up, guys? All right. If you got your camera on, if you're decent from the neck up, I got to think of a better line. Turn your camera on. There's got to be something.
Well, I mean, that's the only reason my camera's on, because I definitely have no pants on. So,
okay. All right. Amy liked that one. So Amy was excited. Like, she's like, what is good? Like, what kind of show is this? What kind of show is this? So welcome guys. So we're gonna this is kind of an open forum for anybody. Is there anybody here new for the very first time to the show? I met a lot of people yesterday at the NBA of Florida, and I know that they were gonna there was a couple people showing up from there. So that was an awesome event. Everybody's trying to bring everybody together and bring massive value. I got some good news. I don't know if you guys know Robbie Christman. He is going to be coming on to do a market update once a month for us. So that'll be huge. He's got a few connections. I don't know, like 80,000 connections or something like that. So he probably hears and learns about the market way before it actually happens. You know, sees what's coming. So it'll be exciting there's Q in the house. So it'll be exciting to hear from him when he comes in. Yesterday was a lot of amazing things at the NBA. So if you guys ever get a chance to hang out there, just a lot of great people that are movers, shakers, needle movers, people doing things at a higher level. A lot of there was producers there was branch managers there, where there was secondary was there. So it's just a really good mix of people that are doing things in the industry that are important for us. And Brian talked about what's the thing with the credit report? What is that, Devin? I'm drawing a blank right now. One of those days.
Trigger leads?
No, the trigger leads. Yeah, the trigger leads. So he talked about the trigger leads, and that's going really well as far as that goes. So, I'm going to get a little video together and a link to push and kind of push that so we can maybe keep our clients instead of lose them to, but here's the thing, his software, it doesn't pull a trigger lead, or cause a trigger lead. So what's up, Lynn? How you doing? All right. So does anybody have a success story from the last week or so, or any nugget that they picked up that they kind of really hit home and they implemented that they want to share right off the bat? We'll start with that. Give it a second for the shyness to wear off. Nobody has.
I think we're still waking up, Scott. I think folks are still waking up out there.
All right, here we go.
Well, man, bring the heat.
All right. So with that said, if anybody has any questions, anything they want to share, or anything they want to talk about, or just anything out there, I'm more than happy to answer that. So I'll let you guys grab your coffee and take a couple sips. But I wanted to talk about the 10 ways loan officers can combat AI.
You got some hands up, Scotty.
Oh, I got a hand up.
Steven and Yolanda.
Steven, Yolanda, you're up first.
Sorry, my man. Q. I know it's Q.
Q.
Everyone, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
All right. So my question is this. Do you go to your clients' closings? I do not, because it takes so much of my time. I'm in Atlanta. It's big city. Traffic is much. If I have 4 closings a week, that's almost, for every closing, like 3 times 4. That's about 12 hours of my day, and it's already a packed week. But somebody told me, you're losing out if you don't. So what do you guys think? Thank you.
Yeah, unmute yourself or put in the chat yes or no. What are you guys doing?
You got to ask yourself, how many reviews did you get in the last? So you're closing what, 4 deals a month or 4 deals a week?
You're muted.
You want to?
About 4 a week. Let's say 10 a month. Let's just say
10 a month. So how many Google reviews do you have?
I have about 26.
Okay, you should have, if you closed, you should have 5 a week.
Yeah.
We're halfway through the year, so you should have at least 26. I go to most of my closings if they're nearby, if it's convenient. I try to work it into my schedule if possible. Now, I understand everyone's busy, but if you work in your schedule, so it's really not the escrow, the title person to explain the deed, the note, if there's a prepay, what kind of loan it is. We're making the lion's share of the money, so we should be really explaining that, not leave it to a third party. I've gotten most of my reviews by going to the closings.
Great point.
And I don't do a good job getting reviews, so don't use me as a mark to work with. But the reviews, I think, are the secret sauce going forward.
Just doesn't like something about the file. You've escalated it. You've gone to management.
Is that you, Craig?
Just don't like it. You just take
GV.
crazy.
Oh, sorry, Devin, I accidentally muted you. So I guess my thing is like what a friend of mine used to do is he used to show up at the end, like right when he knew that the closing started at 1 or 1:30, whatever, and he would kind of judge it, and then he would show up and he'd literally say, "Hey, the money's here," and he'd like, "The money's here," you know, like kind of like he's the end game, and make it exciting, and then I, you know, take to Craig's point, ask for the testimonial. You know, or hey, can we get a picture together? Can you guys care if I share, you know, all this on Facebook? I'm so excited to be a part of your new memories and your new home. Because like I always talk about, what do we sell? Yeah, we sell mortgages. Yeah, we sell homes. I say we sell memories. So you get to end the I call it the start of the relationship instead of the end of the relationship. I think that's where we messed up the last 20 years. It's been too easy. It's all been transaction based. So I think the relationship starts because you just did something for them that's putting them into a new home that's going to create memories left and right for the rest of their life, forever, for their kids. They're always going to talk about that home. So I think whether it's you or somebody for you that can go to the closing, but if you can make it so that maybe you're in a different room while they're closing and come into the last 5 minutes, but you're making calls or doing some like money making activities, because I think you can get some really good testimonials, some great pictures, some great stories that now you can use on social media to broadcast what you just did or what you have done to bring more into your ecosystem.
Well, I got a quick question, Scotty, because I think all that stuff is definitely necessary, but at the same time, how are you asking for the referral, or not the referrals, but the reviews?
Oh, sorry. Okay,
Yeah, no.
so what I do is that I send them when they've gotten clear to close, and I mean I've congratulated them. I send them a link, and I'm like, I'll be glad if you can give me a review of what your experience has been. So I do that at that point.
Okay. And are you throughout the process, and I don't know if he is on here or not, but Paul Dolan talks about this, you know, saying, hey, you know, one of my missions is, you know, I want to get the 5-star review, right? Hey, how am I on pace to do that, right? So at every call or every touch point, he's asking throughout the process, you know, hey, am I on pace for that 5-star review? And you know, that way at the end they're already expecting it, and then when you send that off with the link, and I'm glad you're doing the link. That was because that's the first thing. As long as you're letting them know, hey, this is how to review me, right? This is where to review me. You're in the right space, right? But you know, maybe if you want to get more reviews and you can't make the closings, because I do think it's a great idea for you to be there, you know. Maybe start introducing earlier on in the process that you're on a mission for a 5-star review, so that when you ask for it at the end, they're more likely to give it to you.
Yeah. And what I tell them is, look, at this point, I have all 5 stars. Is there anything I could have done to make this a 5-star experience for you? And if there is, I can make it right. And most of the time they say, oh no, this has been a nice star experience. Send me the link. So
well, your voice has probably a little bit to do with it.
Why do you say that?
Because if I could just get you to talk to my clients, that'd be like, I think I would win more. So like
Hey, Yawandi, on a similar note too, I'm in Chicago, so it takes me 10 minutes to drive a mile. So it's just not feasibly possible. And I'm licensed in multiple states, so it's not going to happen. What I do tell people is, think of me like a doctor on call. If there's I will take your call myself from whatever I'm doing, and I'll pick up so I can be there for you. So even though I'm remote, it still happens. So that was kind of that. And then Scott, to your question before, kind of wins for the week was yesterday. Signed up for MLO Live and Key Steps. Man, there's just like, it's fast. The automation's insane.
Sick, right?
I've got my demo tomorrow. And I'm launching. So it's super, super good. So thanks, brother. I appreciate you.
Man. No, I appreciate you, man. I'm excited to have you as part of the group. And I think, man, like that, and I'm not trying to sell that product. I'm just saying if we don't have something like that to get people in our ecosystem, to keep people in our ecosystem, to like drip them in the right stage of where their thought is, like at the start of the thought, which is the reticular activator, and we're not staying top of mind, there's going to be all these signs coming in and ads coming in that they're always there, but now they're just like, man, why are all these ads in front of my face when they were there the last 10 years, but now they're seeing them. And so when you have their attention, you have their credit score, you have the what if simulator, you have all these really cool things that are in front of them that is all theirs, and you warn them that anything you do inside here is not public. So nothing is exposed. There's no trigger leads. And then you warn them about the AI bots, the AI emails, the AI text messages, all the AI calls that are going to happen. Once that trigger is pulled, now you're the go-to person for anything that happens from there on out. Good stuff, man. Excellent. Does all that make sense? Like, cause that's a big deal. You can do it by staying top of mind, likes, comments, and like I call it relentless. There's the book I've read literally 17 times. The Relentless is the Michael Jordan's coach for 15 years. That he's just like it's a great listen. I do audio, so I just play if I'm like ever want to get inspired, I just turn that on. It's pretty insane. So all right,
Hey,
what
Scott.
else? Yeah.
Yeah, but y'all are missing the biggest point through this thing. If you're reaching out to everybody that's involved with this through the process. So for example, on Tuesdays, I call the buyer, the seller, the selling agent, everybody else. It's an easy way to pick up another agent. So if you're calling a selling agent through this whole process and you finally go to the closing and you can meet face to face, it's a great way to add another agent to your list of agents you're working with.
Great point, man.
Instead of having to make phone calls and doing cold calls and all that kind of stuff, you've got a warm lead. You've been talking to them 4 or 5 times in the past month while you're doing the closing.
Yeah, good stuff for sure.
I think Mike adding on to that, I think that's great. And I think Devin, you had some great points there, but I think what Devin talked about, we probably missed it in his communication to us. Devin's talking about asking for the review through the whole loan process, not just at the end.
Big time.
So it's important to have that communication with him. But you have to think about it. The question came up, well, should I go to the closing? Well, most loan officers don't go.
Mhm.
So if you do something different that other people are not doing, I think that makes you a little bit more unique and just special in general.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Thank
Craig,
you.
just to add on to that too, if you guys wait till the closing to ask for the review, it's kind of too late, right? It's too late. And so I've always asked for it throughout. One, you can use those, but two, it's allowing you to take an internal look at your systems. Because if you asked at the same time every time, it's predictable. And if you're getting the same kind of reviews at the same point in your path or your process, then that should be a clue to you to take a look at your process to see what you can do to improve your client experience.
Gosh, Lynn, you're up with the chickens.
I am. It's early on the West Coast. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, you guys. There's quite a few from the West Coast. That's pretty cool. All right. Anything else? Any other success stories? Anybody want to share anything at all? All right. Cool. All right. So I put this together. I'll share this form with you guys. It's called 10 Ways the LOs Can AI keeps rearing its head, and it did yesterday, big time. And it's this is a form that I put together that kind of hits home, and it's simple, but I think if we have this in front of us, I think that this is one thing you should look at on a daily basis to make sure that everything you do follows one of these 10 things. And I'm just going to post it in here. This is like a Google sheet, and I'm going to start making a folder. So I'll just share. That's the only thing in the folder right now. But as I share stuff on the show, I'll make a folder of different things that I put in here and different things you share with me and stuff like that we talk about on the show. And I'm just going to share my screen real quick here. So let's just talk about this, and so double down on human relationships. I think, and I've said this before, over the last 20 years, it's been a transaction based. And I think we just need to be thinking about how do we make this a human based. So a couple things. One is when you send a text message, send a video with it. We talk about this. We talk about the video stuff all the time. I want to make sure. Okay, cool. We talk about, we're so text, with no humanization. So if you're going to compete against, and we talked, this was a huge topic of conversation at the NBA yesterday.
Capture the rest of their business on banking.
And so it was just, what is AI doing? What's it going to do? What's happening? So double down on human relationships. So AI can't replace trust, empathy, and real connection, right? Get face-to-face, build deep agent partnerships, and stay in constant personal contact. And the thing is, you need to tell the agents this too. Whatever we talk about in here, take this and teach it to your referral partners. Share with them, like, hey, if you think you're gonna compete with a borrower or with AI, and like I'm putting a competition thing together, where like I'm gonna compete against chat or like AI, a bot on texting, you're gonna lose every time and twice on Sundays. So how do I separate myself? One is I tell my clients that, hey, I'm gonna like send them a video before I even meet them. Like when you first talk to somebody on the phone, send them a video saying, hey, I just want to let you know I'm human. You're talking to a human. And that's my, I want you to know what I look like. So I want you to know that I'm real. Here's what, in a 1 minute video, hey, I just want to share with you, once we start this process, you're going to start seeing things. You're going to start seeing ads. You're going to start seeing programs. You're going to start seeing rates. You might even start getting text messages, emails, all that stuff. And put this in a video. I just want to warn you that might happen. Right? So think of ways that you're communicating right now that will put human into it that an AI bot can't do, right? Master hyperlocal. So like Travis Newton's killed it. Mike has killed it. Cardacia, like he did the meetup. That was, I shared. So one of the big questions was, hey, if you're kind of like trying to get your feet in, or you just moved, or you're already in a community, you just don't really have a footprint. Meetup came up yesterday. Go and hang out, local groups. I talked about involving yourself in whatever community things are going on. If you Google what's happening in your city, there's a ton of things that come up. So just showing up. And then I talked about clothing. Wear clothing to let people know who you are. I said, I would bet that if you had a laptop and you just sat in a place where, you know how in Starbucks it's a line and you come down the line and there's a corner seat and there's a table there. And if you had your laptop up with the thing of it saying whatever really easy to read real estate, that you're in real estate, and people are standing around you waiting for their coffee, what is going to be the conversation? I already had this happen. I was sitting outside. I had my shirt on. I'm like, hey, what do you? It was a local. Hey, you live close by? Yeah. Like, hey, what do you do? I'm in real estate. Oh, what's the market doing? Boom, right into the conversation. Provide customized advice, like all generalized answers. You provide tailored solutions. Like a big thing yesterday at the NBA was educate yourself, educate others. Like, every single day, I'm trying to do a video and I'm messing it up because I'm human, right? I'm trying to do a video every single day of what am I getting from the day instead of trying to get through the day. So I try to educate myself on, all right, what can I learn today and what can I put back out there to the universe that's going to bring somebody else into my world that I can leave in a better place, whether I work with them or not. Zero expectations of anything in return. So customized advice. I think Laura Whitty, she talked about how she's just winning deals through math and education. She's just going a step further. When someone says, here's my rate, she's like, awesome, that sounds great. Can I just see exactly what's going on there? Because it's not just about the rate. There might be MI that you're paying for that's way too much. I might be able to lower the MI. I might be able to do something. Let me just take a look and make sure you're getting the best deal short-term, long-term. Be the emotional guide. You know how many emotions there is when it comes to buying, selling, investing? What I think we forget about is when people are buying, or first-time home buyers, move-up buyers, second-time home buyers, investors that have never, even if they've done it before, I don't think that little pit in your stomach is, am I doing the right thing, ever goes away. And so the emotions change. So are we hearing those emotions? Are we addressing those emotions? Are we letting them know that we're here for them. And hey, if you ever feel anything or have anything that you just want to talk about, let me know, whether it's 10 o'clock at night, 2 in the morning, whatever, get it off your plate, put it on my plate. And then speed of responsiveness, I think it's high 40%, 50% of the people that, if the first person to call or the first person to pick up is 50% going to get the deal. Knowing the numbers, kind of silly. Own speed. Yes. Educate with real word stories. Like we talked about this today already, like the stories. Use, like when somebody posts out there, I closed 8 transactions, just I just want to call them and go, what are you doing? Like what? Like how is that helping you? It makes you look good and feel good, but how is it turning your business into oh my God, there's 8 amazing stories with 8 amazing families that I was able to help. And here's what one of, like every single one, boom, boom, story, posted publicly all over social so other people can see it. I don't know how many speakers have been on this call that have said, just by sharing stuff on LinkedIn, I got a $1.2 million purchase to some guy that saw one of my videos that just connected. He would have never connected if she said, I closed 8 deals this month. You know what I mean? She told a story. She tells a story. So make whatever you're going to do. If you throw it in ChatGPT and say, I want to say this, but I want to say it in a cool way that's going to attract other people. And then leverage AI as your assistant, not your competition. Research, content ideas, automation. Like if you have an idea, you have a thought, you have something that you want to teach agents, throw it. Like, man, I want to do a 15-minute, I have a 15-minute presentation to do at a real estate office, and I want to do it on AI. Put that in ChatGPT and see what comes up. And then have it give examples, DMs, text messages that they can put to their clients and see if it relates. 90% chance that it will. Does that make sense? Cool. Tommy, what's going on, buddy? Hey man, you want to share your little QR code deal? I think it's pretty cool. I don't know if anybody's heard that or not. I think it's pretty amazing.
As far as like the poker chips and stuff.
Yeah, the poker chips. And I want to get you on to do a full blown, but I think just the overview would be like really cool. I think this is so cool.
So this is something I came up with like 5 years ago. One of the things I used to teach brand new loan officers. One of the things that we teach is to be remembered. Super important. So what's going to set you apart? And, so I used to give out a lot of business cards on the golf course, but later you find them in the parking lot, right? You're like, oh, that really didn't stick.
Mm-hmm.
And so I came up with these poker chips. I probably got one sitting around here. You use these when you play golf to mark your ball. So I started handing these out to people. And guess what? I never found these in the parking lot. As a matter of fact, I bought a quality chip, and it's a tangible asset. They don't want to part with it. This is one of my older ones. It just has my logo and phone number on each side. The new one has my phone number and logo and my QR code on the other side. So we're a live Zoom branch. We're the first one in the country. That's another whole segment.
Yeah.
But to give you an example of the poker chip, you girls are going to find this pretty funny. Guys, you're going to learn something. Lady at the golf club told me this. So she got a new purse. And when women get a new purse, they go to the bed and they turn it upside down, they dump it out. And they got the new purse here. And now we're going to see what makes the cut to the new purse, right? My chip made the cut to the new purse. She told me this story. I have people that come up to me, I've had your chip for a couple of years. And guess these people have also called me. They've also referred me. And so that tangible asset, don't buy something cheap. The ones I got, $300 for $200.
Yeah.
Again, I go to open houses. I give these to the realtor. Keep this with you at all times. Because again, we're a live Zoom branch. We're 3 clicks away. Hit the QR code, hit the thing, and boom, you're in Zoom. We're open on Saturdays. Ask your questions, whatever it might be. And so that is
huge.
That poker chip, they won't part with it.
That's
So
cool,
that's
man. Good stuff, man.
that's the
Good stuff,
I've
brother.
been doing the poker chip thing for about 5 years.
That's awesome. Is that cool? So he's got his. So you do 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday, or Sunday too, or how do you do that?
Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, 9 to 3 on Saturday.
Okay.
Just want to kind of cover the open house window, if you will.
Yep. Gotcha. And what if someone hits it off hours? What happens?
They can set up a Calendly. So if they want to meet at 7 or 8 o'clock, we'll absolutely open Zoom. And we get a message, there's lead capture, or there's the option, because, one of the things that we hate, is to be 100% lead capture. We want to be found. We're not, that's one thing with realtors. We're looking for a realtor. We can't find their email, can't find their phone number, but we can get on their CRM and start getting the deal of the day. And they still don't call us back. So be found. Make sure your phone number, your email, everything is 100% accessible. And so we give them the option, go to Zoom, set an appointment. Hey, give us a phone call. And so all those options, if you went to our website, it's opmexperts.com. If you were to click live Zoom, it will give you those options right there. So do you want to be captured? Do you want to be anonymous? Do you just want to ask some questions and log in? We try to keep it simple.
Love it. Love it, dude. Thank you for sharing. That's amazing. Too easy. Make it easy, right? They can't call you. They're going to go. I mean, like, you got to.
Actually, I'm going to push the coolest story ever. Watch my Facebook today.
Okay.
You're going to be on the edge of your seat. It's an incredible story. You're going to love it.
Okay. All right. Can't wait. Are you going to go live? Is that what you're doing, live?
I'm not going to do it live. I'm going to take my Hook with me. My dog, my French bulldog.
His name's Hook, right?
Well, no, her name's Birdie because we live on a golf course.
Okay.
But that's my Hook. That's what's going to get people to stay
Wishing
with
prayer.
me when I start the story.
Gotcha.
Guys, always have a hook when you start your video. We got to have some reason to watch.
Yes, sir. Good stuff, man. All right, I'll be watching, man. Can't wait to see it. Excellent. All right. Anybody else have any questions whatsoever? Want to share anything? Any challenges?
Oh, I put a picture of my laptop in the chat. It says, ask me about mortgage rates on the back of my computer, back of my laptop.
I'm not seeing it. Are you guys seeing it?
It's in the chat.
Oh, it is? I wonder if I'm just, the main, okay, there we go. Got it. You know what? I think I posted the link to what I wanted to post. There you go. There's the one. That's the right one. Very cool, man. Let's see. Jerry, I was totally in the wrong chat. I'm like, you guys have been posting the whole time and I totally missed it. So I apologize. Jerry, which one were you talking about? You still here? No.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, Jerry McGuire?
No, wrong Jerry.
Okay, Jerry. All right.
I'm still here too.
Okay. Hey, Jerry, what's up, man?
Good.
All right. Good to see you, brother. All right. So that is it. If you guys have any questions whatsoever about MLO Live, about FinLocker, about the key steps, about the point of thought, next week, don't miss Monday. I have a gentleman on. His name's Tony Fitzgerald. He told me some things that he's doing for his agent that I've never heard before and kind of truly blew my mind. And for the first time ever, it came out of my mouth. I'm like, I don't want to share this. And I was joking, but I'm like, it's that good. So he's going to be on. He's doing some great things with AI, and you don't want to miss that one. And then Sean Kaplan is on. I don't know if you guys know him, but he is a marketing genius, $50 million plus producer. He's on next week. And let's see, Shawnee's on. And then, don't miss Wednesday. I have a real estate agent coming on. You guys asked to talk to a real estate agent to go, what do you got? What do agents want? What are they feeling? What are they seeing? All that stuff. So that is next week. It's jam-packed. Sharon, you have something? Raise your hand. Okay. All right, cool. So amazing week. With that, you guys have an amazing rest of the day, rest of the week. I'll see you guys on MLO Live at 10:30. There'll be a text message at 10. Appreciate you guys. Honored to be a part of your lives. Have an amazing day and be safe. See you next week.
You've been searching in the dark.
Woo!
Your sweat
Take care, everybody.
through the floor.